Hello everyone, welcome to Lighthearted Life and Collectibles. I'm going to go ahead and tell you my voice is kind of scratchy because I've been sick the past few days, but I'm starting to feel better today, so I wanted to do a little video with my sweet little Sailor Michelle and show you her movement. And I'm going to powder her and then dress her in this cute little outfit that came from her artist in her box opening. We're going to put this cute little Winnie the Pooh outfit on her. It's really blingy. You can see it's got gold honey and gold on the little bees. So that's going to be really sweet on her. And then she's going to wear this little bow on her head and these little socks. And I'm going to show you a little trick to help keep these socks on your dolly's feet that have little tiny legs and little tiny feet to keep it from falling off. So I'll show you what I do so they don't get lost, because socks will fall off and you don't even realize it. And then when you do realize it, you have no idea where the other sock went. And so your baby's got one sock on and one sock off. But she's holding this little sock baby. Speaking of socks, this was a gift from my friend Tina, who's in the Alabama Reborn Moms doll group. We have a meeting ever so often, or a meetup. It's not like a meeting like let's get out books and talk about what we're going to do. But it's a meetup where we get together and we have fun and we bring our dolls and we eat and fellowship. It's just a lot of fun. But she gifted everyone who came to the last meetup. I'm finding little fuzzies everywhere. She gifted everyone who came to the last meetup one of these dolls. So these are just precious little dolls. I love them. They're great props for our babies, and they're also great for real children. So yeah, I'll have to get that info. I've got a card to it in my purse, so I'll get it out and put the info in the description box about where you can buy these little sock babies because they're so cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause and strip her down to where she's just in her diaper so that you can see her movement better. And I'm going to put her in different types of poses just so you can see how easily she poses. Now we got her all stripped down to her little diaper. And I'm just going to show you her flexibility, her posability. I'm going to get her some little preemie size diapers because this is a newborn and it's really big. Like, it's folded over this way. Like I folded it under right here. And then I also have the side straps like overlapped because she's just so tiny. She is 17 inches long. She's 5 pounds and 4 ounces. So she is a bigger preemie. She's not quite a preemie. She's just a really small newborn, but she does wear some preemie clothes and she can wear newborn clothes. So it just really depends. And her foot is teeny tiny. But this silicone is super soft. Like, you would not want to pull on this at all because it will stretch, because it's a very, very soft, special blend of silicone. But her posability is just fabulous. Like, look how I can do. I can even put her little foot in her hand. And because of her armature, she will hold the position that I put her in. She has armature in her arms and her legs. You do have to be really careful when you have armature, though, because you don't want to make the armature pierce through the silicone. But she can pretty much just fold up into this adorably sweet little ball. Look at that. She's so much fun, y'all. So much fun to play with. And her neck is very flexible. As you can see, I had her head turned to the side and had her laying down. So her head will stay in that position because she's such a super soft silicone. A lot of silicones, the silicone is stiffer, so you would not be able to turn the neck and then hold the position like this once you let it go. I'm getting stuff all over her from my hands. Like little fuzzies and stuff, or just, I keep seeing them. But she is just so easy. I'm going to show you how flexible her neck is and how you really have to be careful with her, just like you would a real baby. When I go to lift her up, see how her head does? I'm going to just show you in slow motion. So see, I have to support her head, because if I were to not support her head and just go ahead and pick her up, you know, it'd be just like a real sleeping baby. You wouldn't be just yanking them up off of something. You have to handle them as if they're real. And it's very calming and soothing. Like, just to take care and handle when you're playing with your doll and you're handling it, and all the care you have to take and just being careful. There's just something about taking your time and being careful that's soothing to me. Like, I really like that. Like, it's something that's very calming. But you can, I mean, you can literally just pose her any way you want her to be. And sometimes when I go to just look at her little foot, I mean, you can go up to her chest. And sometimes when I'm just putting her down after handling her, she will land in like this little position that's so cute. And usually it makes for a good photo opportunity. But she will squish up. She's got all these little beautiful, beautiful little wrinkles. And she will just squish up, just like a little newborn baby will. Look at that. And you can make her touch her face anywhere you want to. And her little fingers will just fall across her face just like a real baby's. You can put her little thumb in her mouth. I mean, it's just, which I don't have her posed in such a way that it'll hold, but you can definitely do that. You can put her fingers in her mouth. And look how that hand moves. And I like how she's got this little port wine stain right here. It's like a little port wine stain birthmark. So you can put her on her little belly. Look at that. Is that not the sweetest? Prop her head up just a little bit on the unicorn's nose, just so you can see her. How precious is that? Try to get it from this angle. Look at that. That is so sweet. Of course, I can turn her head the other way. Give us your nose back, Mr. Unicorn, or Miss Unicorn, whoever you are. See how adorable and sweet that is? Her hair, I love this hair. Like, it's really natural. She's got a head full, which is what I like to see on my baby dolls. I love to see head full of hair, but I like it to be where you can still see their scalp so that it looks natural, you know, because even babies that are born with heads full of hair, you can usually always see through to their scalp. And we usually have babies that go from one extreme to the other. In our family, they're either born with a head full of hair or none. It's like, or peach fuzz. Everybody has a little bit of hair, even when they are bald. People do have some hair, but yeah, it's either like a bunch of hair or so little hair that you can barely see it. Her little eyelashes are so delicate. So if you wanted to make it look like she fell asleep with her little hands up under her chin, you can just do that. I'm bumping in. I've got my ring light on so you could see her better, and I don't know why I haven't been using this ring light all along, because I've had this thing for about 3 or 4 months, and it just adds some extra light on my videos so you can see more detail. This baby is just so precious, and the way she handles and moves, she's the most realistic baby I've ever had. You know, besides a real baby. But I mean, like, as far as my doll collecting goes, she is the most realistic one that I've ever had. And her detail, like, she's got like a little dry skin effect going right here. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it, but I can in person. I mean, you know, babies are going to have like little patches of dry skin, and it just makes it look so much more realistic, because it's something natural that happens to babies. You know, they get those little patches of dry skin, and it's so cute. When you set her up, her little head will rest across your hand. And see how wobbly she is? It gives her movement. Look at her little hand sliding down. So her little hand will just kind of slide down as if she were a real bit. Oh, those veins in her hand and little capillaries. I don't know if y'all can see them, but I just appreciate her details so much. I mean, her artist, Sandra, put so much love and care into her. And there's so much, so many little details to just appreciate with her. And her sculpting artist, too. I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, look at that little spine right there. It looks so real. And of course, these babies are anatomically correct. So, you know, if you want it to be a girl or a boy, you'll definitely get what you asked for. Just kind of show you some more movement. Look how her little head, her little chin will just go all the way to her little chest. And those wrinkles, oh my goodness. It's adorable. She's also got, you can like move her side to side too. So like if I wanted to pose her like that. And she holds her poses pretty good. But if I had her in something that kind of squished her up more, you know, like those little photography posing things that they have, I don't know what they're called, but it like poses the baby in certain lay-in positions, you would really be able to see so many positions that she has, but I don't have one of those. Let's see, I can curl her up. Look at that. Is that not the sweetest thing? And her little hands will just lay naturally. And you can see things are starting to stick to her, so I'm going to powder her with some Just Matte before I get her dressed in her little Winnie the Pooh outfit. And that's really fun too, I think. I enjoy doing the powdering because it's soothing and relaxing. It's something for you to concentrate on, and you have to be gentle and all that. So I enjoy it. So we're going to do that next. Okay, so this is her Just Matte. It's a matting powder. And you put this on them, and it keeps them from getting shiny, and it also keeps things from sticking to them. And it only takes a little bit of this stuff too. You don't need much at all. I don't know what my dog is shredding in there, so I'm going to have to go check on that real quick. Okay. I'm telling y'all, my standard poodle keeps me on my toes. But it doesn't take much of this stuff at all. I actually probably got too much. This is only like the second time I've had to powder her though since I've got her. This stuff is really good and it lasts. You can also use pure cornstarch baby powder, but you have to use it more often than you do the Just Matte. Because the pure cornstarch baby powder works, but this stuff is designed specifically for silicone baby dolls. And keeping them non-sticky and from getting shiny spots, and because that just happens, you know, when you handle them and stuff. They're gonna get some shiny spots after a while. Alrighty, I think that's got her pretty well taken care of. And I mean, oh my goodness, it makes them feel silky. Like, it's just like, they feel just like silk once you put this on there. Got some built up in her little armpit there. Okay, so now I'm going to get her dressed in her little Winnie the Pooh outfit, and I'm going to show you what I do to help keep the little socks, booties, whatever you want to call them, to keep them on. These have little grippers on them, and they feel a lot, no, they're still too big too. I was going to say they feel a lot more stretchy than the other pair of socks she had on, but they're still big. So I'm going to show you what I do to help keep the socks on. Okay, so what I do is I get little hair ties. These flexible cloth type ones that are stretchy, but not the elastic band ones. These are really soft, and I make sure that I have them stretched out. I don't use them when they're like brand new and they just come off the little, usually these things come on like a little spool looking thing, but after you take them and stretch them, they get a little bigger. And then you're just going to take it and put it on your sock like that, and then fold this over and you can't even see it. So your little booties will not fall off, and it's not too tight. It's not going to like dig into her little legs. I mean, you might could actually do that with a real baby, but you would have to make sure it wasn't too tight for circulation. But that is loose enough that it's not squeezing into her silicone. See, it's just holding it on there. And then I've got it covered up. That's our little headband we're going to put on there. This is sweet. I like Winnie the Pooh stuff. Winnie the Pooh, Mickey Mouse. I love Disney. Now, let's get your little hand through there. And once again, I don't pull on her limbs. I take her body and shift it the way I need it to be, and I just guide her arms and legs and whatever it is that I'm trying to get in there. I guide it in the way it needs to go. And you see, when I lifted her, I picked her up by her bottom. I didn't pull one of her legs or anything. I may need to wash this and shrink it up just a little. This is a newborn. But yeah, it may need to shrink, because she's a tiny girl. One thing's for sure, we'll definitely have to shrink the outfit because she's not going to grow. She's the size that she's going to be forever. Yep, we definitely need to wash it in some hot water and shrink it up just a bit. But it's so cute. We're going to put our little headband on. Perfect. And I'm not going to comb or brush her hair today. I'm just going to slick it down just like that. I don't brush their hair no more than I have to, especially with the silicone, because the hair cannot be glued in. So you don't want to be brushing or anything on it unnecessarily. So, and I definitely think just the way it is, it doesn't need to be brushed. I wish I had a little Winnie the Pooh to put with her, but I don't. So we'll just put the little baby doll with her. Put its little hand in her hand. And now she needs a passy. We're going to give her this little purple one. Too stinking cute. Oh my goodness. She is adorable. I love this little outfit on her. I knew I was going to, and I really liked the one I had on her too. The the little Carter's outfit that had the little elephant and it was purple. So I kept it on her for a few days before I changed her out of it. And then I just changed her into her little dress just so you could see. I know these dolls don't have feelings and they can't get cold or hot or whatever. But I wanted to save her little dresses that I got from the little doll boutique for when it gets warm because they're summer dresses. And this is like, to me, more appropriate for the weather we're having right now because it's really cold. So there she is, everybody. I hope you enjoyed seeing the video of her movements and listening to me chat and jibber jabber and pick at little fuzzies that probably only I could see and you couldn't. But there she is, and I thank you all for being here and for watching. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.